Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your February 2023 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We'll start off with the sound bowl just to cleanse the energy, and then we will begin with your forecast. Please be mindful that energies are non-gender specific. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And if this does resonate with you, please do like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, it's totally free, comment or share. All right? So before we begin, just a nice breath in. And exhale. Okay, Virgo, let us see what February has in store for you. Okay, we're going to start off with the general energy, general theme for the month, and this will be a calling card, something you need to be aware of for February. Okay, transformation. Things are happening at a cellular level, and you could even be noticing a lot more butterflies on your path. As we know, butterflies are symbols for transformation because they go through the chrysalis experience from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And while it can be sometimes quite a difficult, challenging experience to metamorphosize into a butterfly, essentially what's happening is you are gaining flight and freedom. You're spreading your wings and transforming into something very beautiful. So we're going to get 3 piles for you. We'll get your current energies, anything that's unseen, any obstacles, surprises in the month of February, and then the outcome for February. Okay? And then we will clarify. Okay. 2 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Don't worry, I will show you them. Bear with me a moment. 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups, ooh, hello, Knight of Pentacles, and the outcome, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, wow, Virgo, Page of Wands. Loads of stuff happening for you this month, loads of exciting transformations happening in your world. Okay, we will clarify, but to begin, you start off the month being in this kind of indecisive space of where your sense of lifestyle, freedom, enjoyment, your general day-to-day enjoyment comes on in, and then we have some celebration and news. All right, we'll see how that pans out for you, see what decision needs to be made. 4 of Wands also talks about kind of having things grounded into the earth, something that's stable and solid, and basically a strong foothold moving forward, and whereby you can live your life in a higher playing field where the things are set in stone. What you don't see coming, I think, you've got the 2 of Cups. So this is when you have fast action, victorious action, communication backwards and forwards, and then the 2 of Cups, which can be my soulmate card. It can also be seeing yourself as the high, with your higher self, or it could just be like coming together, singing from the same sheet, a close connection in your life. And then we've got that King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is very methodical, very practical, moving forward for its long-term sense of security and stability. So we'll see whether you're harnessing that energy or that is someone in your life. The outcome, so what you don't see coming is a coming together, all right, in some sort of relationship in the month of February, okay, and it will be surprising. The outcome for the month is this beautiful Page of Pentacles energy, right? Something that lifts your spirits. This is news about money, finance, something practical that's coming. It's a bit of luck coming into your life over there, all right? That's going to help your happy ever after, your fortune after difficulty, okay? With the happiness of home, your ultimate fulfillment, and family environment. And then we've got this rare meteorite there, or shooting star, whichever you want to call it, but I think it's a meteorite, which comes blazing in to give you inspiration for something for the future. Okay, it's a message again. It's a message from the universe to embrace your sense of spirit, maybe something to do with a new job opportunity for you. Okay, so let us clarify. First of all, we're going to find out what you're indecisive about. Why is this Two of Swords here? So you see the man is at the beginning of this maze and he's not quite sure which way to go. He's sort of like damned if you do, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Bit of a stalemate energy. So something here needs to be decided upon. Let us find out what that all is. Wheel of Fortune wanted to jump out, but I'm not taking jumpers. But that's not a bad omen, and clearly things are looking good for you in February. Right, let's have a look. We have the Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So now we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So it is a Royal Court card. It seems to me like you're not quite sure about how to, it's like, based on what you have, you're trying to work with how you can make more of what you have. So basically, it's a situation where I think it's kind of working within your pentacle field, your practical field, your finances, your property, your home stuff. About where do you put your money and where do you kind of invest? I feel like that's the tipping point. Where are you investing your energy and your practical approach to things? Are you putting it in matters of the heart, or are you feeding it back into the home? So are you spending your time investing in your emotional well-being, or are you kind of working on a very physical level? I do feel like you have a gift that's coming through for you, some sort of offering, some sort of recompense for something with that Six of Pentacles. It is a lovely energy, but he's got the scales over there, so he's deciding how much do I spend here and how much do I spend there. Okay, and for others of you, it could be that decision of like, if someone is coming towards you and offer their cup of love with the Knight of Cups, it's like, what do I do? Do I take it or do I just focus on self? Okay, so it's any one of those two elements. Like, where do you spend your energies or your money? If you've been given some sort of recompense or gift of some sort, monetary in value, property, physical in value, material item. Where do you place your investments, energetically, physically, or emotionally? And for others of you, it's as if someone's coming towards you with a cup of love and offering for you. Well, I do believe the whole thing's an offering anyway. But where do you take that cup of love and decide to go with that and that, or are you happiest on your own? Oh, wrong deck. Okay, let's look at the Four of Wands. Okay, why is the Four of Wands here, please, for Virgo? Three of Cups again. Queen of Wands, yes, and the Moon. Okay, so we have a situation where it almost feels like whatever investment you're making, I mean, for some of you, you might be thinking about kind of buying property abroad or even locally, buying something that will go the long haul, okay, something that's kind of set in stone, that's going to feed back to you in the future. And it almost feels like it's a lot of celebration involved. It feels like you could even be partnering up with a few people to do so. Perhaps it's like buying a holiday home abroad that you're sharing. The Queen of Wands is a very kind of ballsy energy though. So I do feel like you are surrounded by people this time who have as much bravery and tenacity as you do, okay? But what I would say is we've got the Moon card here. So it could be that you're dealing with a Queen of Wands energy as well, whereby you're happy to create some sort of steadfast stronghold, small holding, whatever you want to call it. It could even be if there's some sort of reunion, some sort of celebration event that you're attending, like a big wedding abroad or something like a working event. It could feel that we've got the Moon card here, the energy over here, where it feels like things are not as they seem. So I would say that if you are investing at this time into any projects that seem pretty solid and sound, whether that be property or business, or even in connections with other people, I would say that do your homework, because the Moon energy is here, and it could be that you're dealing with someone who might be quite fiery. and they may have their best intentions in heart, but it might come across the wrong way. So these are the areas which may trigger you as you start the month. And just to be aware that things are not as they seem, there are things beneath the surface, all right, with regards to this endeavor where you put your energies, wherever you're deciding to invest your energies, to maybe to maybe look a little bit deeper. Can we get anything more on the moon, please? Anything more on the moon? Because I do feel like it will cause a fair bit of emotional uprising to some degree. I don't feel like it's massive, just like, because it's all positive cards, it's all celebration, but it could be that you are slightly sensitive at this time. Thank you. Yeah, how do you juggle your finances? How do you juggle your way moving forward? And I feel like what's causing the uncertainty in your mind is in the past where you invested time, energy, money, and finance into things that didn't actually go the full distance. So I feel like those are the reasons why you might find yourself a little bit triggered about some sort of investment, some sort of exciting event, place, or physical item that you are putting your energy into. It has the potential to make you feel emotionally triggered, because not only are you balancing a lot, by balancing your finances in order to achieve this, but you might be getting tripped up about stories that you tell yourself from the past whereby things didn't go according to plan. What I can tell you here, it all looks really, really positive. So I would just be in awareness of the futures behind you. You cannot see it yet. Turn around. Okay, with that 5 of Cups. Okay, history doesn't repeat itself exactly. You are wiser now than you realize. Okay. Let's look at this 3 of Cups as well more deeply. Why is this 3 of Cups here, please? You have the King of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the Devil card. Oh, okay. So there is some sort of celebration, and perhaps this is an event you're going to and you're not sure if you want to go to the event. Is it going to trigger you in some way? So it could literally be as simple as you've been invited to a wedding, but you know your ex is going to be there, or someone who you knew from the past is going to be there, and is it going to sort of rile you up a little bit. Always a good opportunity to really kind of cleanse and release and purge any sort of negative energies that you're holding back on. But what I do see here with the King of Cups and the 2 of Cups, this marks it's like a situation where you and another person, so it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but you and another person are seeing eye to eye now, whereby you didn't in the past. Okay, there's both parties have developed an element of emotional wisdom from experience. So I think there's quite a joyful energy. With the Devil card turning up over here, I feel that the only energy with regards to this, because it does feel on the most part quite positive, but there's 2 energies I'm picking up with the Devil card. On one aspect, a lot of lust. You know, when you kind of are enjoying yourself, or you are socializing more than usual, and you know, you're getting a little bit intoxicated, we tend to feel quite lustful, and sometimes even think things through with rose-tinted glasses. For some of you, you even might be dealing with a Capricorn, which represents the Devil card. For others of you, it could be this area where you just have to be a little bit careful of being trapped in the same situation. So for example, even if you have a coming together with someone either from your past or even someone new, I do feel like you're on the same page, but you're 2 different types of people, kind of complete opposite types of people. You're coming on the same page, you sort of have an understanding, and not only might there be a lot of kind of lust going on, but I feel like if you're not careful, you might be caught up into I want to say like a holiday romance, or a whirlwind kind of romance. For others of you, it's a case of wherever you invest in your money, if you're investing it into some sort of property or investing in some sort of kind of business venture, there would just be the cause here that when you do your networking and you're collaborating and getting involved with many people, to bring this to light, you may just be sort of overexerting yourself with all the partying. Perhaps kind of maybe drinking too much, smoking too much, all of that sort of stuff, going through the excesses, because the devil card is really about normal things that go a little bit off balance to the extreme. Okay, so just to be mindful of that, not to burn yourself out basically. Now what you don't see coming is that 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups and King of Pentacles. So let us clarify that. So that's the energy you start off with the month, but what's unseen is a lot of victory coming your way, a lot of correspondences, and maybe even air travel for some of you. Okay, let's have a look. We have 10 of Pentacles, ooh la la, 5 of Pentacles, interesting, Ace of Pentacles. We've got all the Pentacles card from 1, 5 to 10. 10, 5, 1. Okay, 1s are new beginnings, 5s are challenges, 10s are completions, ultimate. Okay, so we are now looking at, you've got fast communication coming forward to do with your Pentacles, to do with security, to do with something that can go the distance. For some of you, you may be getting some excellent news regarding property. It could be something that's also related to the family, like inheritance or something like that. And then it's the reason why it's come about and the reason why it's so exciting is because there has been a period of lack. There has been a period of feeling kind of left out, neglected. And this is sort of like, it's showing you that things do come around again. Okay, things are never always one kind of plateau. We live life up and down, so sometimes we feel a lot more abundant and other times we feel less abundant, but we're still abundant, we're just abundant in the lack, if you know what I mean. Okay, so it feels to me that something that's come to light, so maybe perhaps you've been, again, we've got like 2 gifts coming your way. So we've got like money coming towards you, and if it's not money, it's something tangible, some material, some sort of asset, property, that sort of thing, that is definitely being awarded toward you. But it feels to me again like it's coming back to that situation. Well, how can I take this pentacle and make more out of it for the long term, because we've got the King of Pentacles, it's the for long term, sense of security. Okay, Ace of Pentacles stands the test of time. You can nurture it, you can grow it, you can love it, and it will you can follow it for a long time. It will return back to you. So you don't see this coming right at the moment, but it seems to me there's going to be a huge change to your financial situation for the positive. Okay, now we've got the 2 of Cups, so now we have this open communication, and we've got the 2 of Cups now for the second time, which is interesting. So we've got 2 of Cups and 3 of Cups twice in your reading. Okay, one talks about celebration, the other one talks about union of sorts, understanding. We've got 9 of Swords, we've got the 7 of Pentacles, and we've got the Justice card. Oh, I really love this. So there's been a situation in the past, and perhaps it's to do with this finance, perhaps it's connected to finance, perhaps from a family member, perhaps from lawyers, perhaps from a previous job that you've been involved in. But there was some anxiety over this about what you got out of the equation. Okay, so it feels to me that there was something owed to you, and you've been without it for a long time, and now you're getting it back, but in a different way. And where you've been anxious to speak to somebody about this, with regards to what you put in, okay, with that 7 of Pentacles, justice now comes in, okay, and balances the scales. So if you have been dealing with some sort of legal situation, it doesn't seem massive though. It doesn't seem like it's overtaken your life, you know. It's more like something perhaps you've even forgotten about. Something that you were quite anxious about, everything that you put in, did you actually reap the rewards of it? Justice now says yes, you are, and you're having that coming together, that union. So it feels to me like you're basically receiving the rewards of something that you've done karmically from the past, and you're receiving it in the form of material gain. Okay, and with that comes a beautiful connection, understanding with somebody else who was involved in the situation as well. King of Pentacles. Just to say as well, I actually started your reading before, and then we had the pussycat jumping all over the place, we had the gardener making a racket outside that had to stop midway. But in that reading, very similar energies, and the Sacred Destiny card that came up was abundance. So I definitely know that you are in the receiving end of good fortune this month. Okay, King of Pentacles. 4 of Wands again, nice. 8 of Cups and the Lovers. Ooh, okay. It feels weird because the first message that comes to mind is that you're changing your game, your gameplay. And when I say when I say that, what I mean is like the type of approaches that you normally take in life, you know, like all conventions, or having the mortgage, paying off the mortgage, and doing due diligence, or researching something thoroughly before you embark something, or making sure you, all of the normal things that you do. The first message I'm getting with this is you're switching it around. You're doing it, it's almost like looking at your life and saying, well, if I always do what I've always done, I'm always going to get what I've always had. It's almost like you kind of, now that you get this nice abundance that's coming in for you, it's almost like you're looking at your life, you're kind of going, okay, now I know what I can do with that, and I can maybe invest it, and where do I invest it? However, what if I were to change my approaches to things? What if I were to do the complete opposite of what I would normally do? Okay, what kind of experience would I have then? And so it feels to me like you might be walking away from some sort of sense of stability, okay, towards more passion, and choosing to go a different direction, okay? Choosing to follow passion more so than strategy, logic, tried and tested ways. I feel like this has opened up the gateway for you to kind of look at things in a very different light. For some of you, it could be the situation, I mean, it's a weird little but very specific messages coming through, but if you do attend an event, right, you may decide to kind of leave early. For some of you, maybe to avoid any kind of toxic energy or any kind of like difficulties that are kind of triggering you. But that's a very specific message for somebody. But for others of you, I feel like you're walking away from traditional methods, okay, and towards more heart space, more passion, more where you are exercising your right, your birthright of choice and free will. So I really like that, because what that does is it shakes things up a bit, but it makes things a little exciting. And we've got this transformation card, so huge transformations happening in your life. But I do feel like you're in the driving seat for it. Then we've got more luck coming your way with the Page of Pentacles. That's like seeing a lucky coin on the road, okay? It tells you that you are on the right path, okay? And that your pentacle, your efforts can go the distance. Page of Pentacles, please. Ten of Wands, Judgment card, and Knight of Pentacles. You've got big choices that you have to make this month. We started off with the Two of Swords, which was that choice about where you put your energies, who do you decide. We've got the Lovers, which is also a choice, and now we've got Judgment, big choice that needs to be made. What do you do with your finances? How do you make it grow? Okay, in one aspect, before you need to start anything new, I would say it's a good thing to close any unfinished business off. Okay, any final burdens or responsibilities that you are carrying, to pave the way and open that pathway for you moving forward, so that you can plod along steadily in this new direction. There is absolute growth here, but something needs to be finalized, okay? And it may be a bit of a heavy load that you're carrying, but I feel that when you do this, this Page of Pentacles is basically gives you the green light, the thumbs up to kind of now go on a new path, on a new direction. I really like this. 10 of Cups, please. So butterflies and rainbows, that's what you need to be focusing on or being aware of this month. When you see them, it's a message from Spirit saying, yes, 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 you're on the right path. Change it up, get excited with life. Become like the magician, become the conductor of your own world. Start kind of playing around with things, sampling new ideas. Okay, 10 of Cups, we have 5 Five of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So I think you're going to be, by the end of the month, you are going to be moving into a much calmer frame of mind, where there was perhaps toxic, backstabbing, office politics, gossip, conflict around you. And it doesn't feel like internal conflict, this is just people around you. I feel like you're moving away from that into calmer waters, into a peaceful frame of mind, which enables you to heal from all that toxicity. So for some of you, it could be literally a transition from working from in an office space or wherever you work into working from the home space, okay? You're going to find a lot of healing, a lot of self-nurture, a lot of connect. It feels to me like relationships, it's like so often when we receive abundance, like in the form of money or finance, we can we want to buy things and we want to kind of flaunt it or go on holiday and do all of those sorts of things. And it feels to me like you are actually investing your finances in a weird way, but within your heart space, within your emotional body, within your relationships and connections. It's like allowing yourself to be available to honor those relationships. So I really, really like that. It's like using a different form of abundance and wealth to serve another form of abundance and wealth. Okay? Page of Wands, please. Can we clarify? So then we have this rare, like shooting star, meteorite. It's like a rare opportunity, a flash, insight, inspired action that's coming towards you, but it's a news of it. And let's see what you're going to do with it. Where are you going to take it in? The Fool, the Magician, oh my goodness, the Emperor, three major arcanas. This rare opportunity by the end of the month that you're going to get, you're going to take it with both hands, all right? It is something that you have brought into existence. You have all the tools available to harness this and make this happen. And it is going to serve you with long-term security. It is going to be that thing that puts you in the driving seat of everything that you physically do in the world, that masculine divine energy, but for the good of the all. Okay, he's like the Emperor, he overlooks everything. And so in that case as well, not only do we have the best idea for all, but we're not really dealing with the petty details. We have the higher vision, the long-term vision, and we're able to delegate accordingly. So I do feel like you're going to get some news of some sort of work situation, something that you're doing, physically doing. And often when we're doing stuff that's separate to our relationships and our home life and our family, it's usually to do with something that we get a return on. It's a trade of sorts, okay? So I do feel like you've got this, you hear of this wonderful opportunity, and the Fool card is there available for you. The Fool is the new leap of faith, the going where no one else has gone before, or certainly you haven't done this before, okay? But it's exciting, it's got a childlike energy. So I do feel that the physicality of what you're actually investing in this month is transforming into the emotional body for you. And I feel like you, so in the previous reading that I had to get rid of because it got too loud with the garden outside, is that you are transforming this idea of abundance, physical, financial abundance, into emotional abundance, relationships, connections. And as you do so, you start to follow your heart a bit more. So I really love this reading, Virgo. You are very lucky this month that you make. People aren't lucky, they make their own luck. Okay, what does Virgo need to know, please, for their highest good with regards to February? Ooh, it's too many cards, too many cards. Let's do that again. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. So this is pretty much what I was saying before about looking at how you've done things in the past and how can you do the opposite. And as you do so, you're actually breaking ancestral chains. You're also breaking other people's expectations of yourself as well. In so doing, you are healing from those wounds of what people expect from you. So there's your healing card, and these are the tit for tat energy surrounding you, where people have certain expectations, and if you don't go according to plan, it just causes a bit of grief, really. So what you are rewriting your future by not only being in the receiving end of wonderful abundance that is owed to you, but you're changing your game around. Your game plan is changing. So it's a really lovely reading, Virgo. I'm going to be moving on to the extended now, and we are going to be looking at this decision that you need to be making with the Two of Swords. I want to delve into that a little bit deeper. What happens if you do, what happens if you don't, that sort of energy, as well as message from Spirit for your highest good. So if you're interested in that reading, if this reading resonates with you, you can go to the description box below, click on the link, and the PayPal link is beneath that. To purchase it is £4 or $5, and I'll see you there. But for the rest of you, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye.